Hello everyone. Today is day number 44 of preparation to IELTS. How are you doing, guys? We're waiting for others to join. Today we have another lesson. I hope today will be more people. I hope so. Even though it's a weekend, but on the weekend I hope you will be working, right? How are you doing, guys? Welcome to our lesson number 44. We're waiting for others to join. By the way, if you have noticed, I've made some short videos from the yesterday's lesson on TikTok and on YouTube. Leonard, hello, how are you? How are you doing? How's your preparation? Is everything going well? How's your progress? What's interesting happening in your life? Will we have new people today? I wonder. I hope we will have new people today. Obrai. Hello, brother. How are you? Ubrai or Obrai? How do I call you? Can you see me? Can you hear me, see me well? Is everything okay with the connection? Because yesterday I had some problems with connection. I hope today we will not have any problems. Nordaulet, hello. Trello. Salve. What's salve? What do you mean? Maybe hello you wanted to say. Trello. And why? Are you from New York? I will be happy if people from New York will join our channel, because I really love New York City. One of my dreams to go to New York City. And one of my biggest dreams is to move to New York City. Possibly in the future. I hope so. Okay, bro. What do you mean, okay, bro? Everything's okay, bro? We can see you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You can see me, you can hear me, no problem. Salve mean hello in Italian. Yeah, probably I've seen this one. It's a jersey from Italy. But unfortunately, I don't speak any Italian. From Nepal, bro. Hello, from Nepal. It's very interesting that many people who are watching these lessons are from different countries. Are my lessons really that useful to you? Are you using some of the tips, some of the lessons that I teach? Okay, Leonard, I did 1 and 2 in listening parts and got 7 from 10 each of them. Good job. Leonard, good job. Keep doing it. Keep doing it until you get 9 or 10. You should have, write down your progress, because each time you do the listening, you should have at least 8 or 9 in each part. When you get at 8 or 9 in each part every time, that means if your result is constant, that means that you are okay with this part. You can move to another part. I think it's a big progress in 24 hours. Yes, it's a really good progress in 24 hours. Usually people make progresses in 1 week, but you have done it in 24 hours. I'm really proud of you. Big Sultan, hello, how are you? How's your progress? By the way, people from other countries, do you also have IELTS examination? Do you prepare for the IELTS? Do you have any preparation courses for the IELTS? I just know how the preparation goes in Kazakhstan, the country that I'm in, but I don't know anything about other countries. Do you have any preparation courses? How do you prepare? Or most of you prepare yourselves? I have a problem with reading, says Big Sultan. Okay, what kind of problem exactly? We can join in WhatsApp, bro. Yeah, we can contact. You can contact me on WhatsApp. You can go to my Instagram or my threads. It's in the link is in my bio of YouTube channel. You can find the link to threads, and then you can contact me through WhatsApp. I will not share the WhatsApp number here, but you can find me there. Okay, Big Sultan says that he has a problem with reading. What kind of problem exactly? Do you know the types of questions or parts, or maybe you don't understand the question, you don't understand the text itself, maybe you cannot find where the answer is. If you have a problem with reading with specific questions, then you have to work on these questions. But if you have problems in general, like overall reading, then probably you have a lack of vocabulary. That's why you have to improve your vocabulary, then start doing the reading. Leonard says thank you. You're welcome. Okay, do you know why I'm proud of you, Leonard? Because you're my student. Okay, give some advice for listening part, especially part 3, 4. Okay, with true, false, not given, and filling gaps. Okay. So, Trello. Listening part. I was talking about listening yesterday. Have you watched yesterday's lesson? If you watch yesterday's lesson, you can find some information on listening. But I can tell you shortly, I can tell you briefly what to do on listening. First of all, in any part 3 or part 4, it doesn't matter. In any part of listening, you have to follow the speaker. How do you follow the speaker? You just have to look at the notes, that is, look at the paper itself. For example, you have, let me show it to you. Okay, so for example, you have something like that written here. This one, okay, it goes like this. And then you have to find the words that show you where the speaker is. That is, what the speaker is talking about. Then you have to find the keywords that show you that the answer will be after this word. Okay? Follow the speaker, find the keywords, and then try to predict the answer. If it's part 4. In part 3, you have to look at the question. Do you have, you have to decide who you should listen to. There, in part 3, usually 2 people speaking, boy and a girl. And you have to decide according to the question. Is the question asking you to listen to the girl's side or to boy's side? And also, does the question say, like, do they agree or disagree on something? And then you have to look at the answers. If it's a multiple choice questions, A, B, C. They will talk about all of these three answers. And you have to decide which one is correct one. Okay, but in detail, you can watch it yesterday's lesson. I have explained it even better. Okay, so Yubra, Khanal, Obrai. Can I call you Obrai? Okay, wants some advice on writing. Okay, I will come to that shortly. Big Sultan, true, false, not given. In reading, in true, false, not given. When you do true, false, not given, first of all, look at the question. What the question is asking you to do. And also, look at the information on the question true, false, not given. So the question says, he had a car with the, like for example, right? He had a car which was red. And you have to say, is it true, false, or not given? You have to look, you have to find in the text the part where it says about his car or about the color of his car. If it says that his car was green, and the question says his car was green, then it's true. Also, if the question says that his car was green and in the text it says that his car wasn't green, it's false. Or if it says that his car was red, it's also false. If it says that the color of his car was very beautiful, but it doesn't say what color, then it's not given because it doesn't say which color. It talks about color, but it doesn't say which one. And filling gaps is easy actually. You have to find where the question is in the text, in which paragraph. Then in the paragraph you have to find the sentence, and in the sentence you have to find the word that is missing in the question. That's all. Okay, writing. Albright, do you have questions about writing task 1 or writing task 2? Let me show it to you. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Okay, let me show it to you. I hope you're watching. Okay, O'Brien, look closely. This is the lesson that I was giving on writing part 1. Yeah, you're asking for writing part 1. This is exactly what part 1. Okay, first of all, what you should know, that there are 4 types of questions in writing part 1. First of all, it's trends, like it's graphs, right? This information table, pie chart, or bar graph, or line graph, right? So this type of graphs are divided into 2. First one is trends. Trends is when like this one, trends. Okay, when it has years. Can you see it? You see it has years here, from year to year, year after year, how it was changing. It was going up, it was going down, and so on, like movement, right? This is called trend chart, so how do you call it? So generally it's like a movement of something, right, from year to year. And also it has, for example, it has some graphs which doesn't have years. You see here, it has only 1 year, or it doesn't say which year it is. It just says like different countries, or there might be not countries, but there might be some products. For example, in 2020, which product was sold by which company, for example, right? How many products were sold in different countries, for example. It doesn't have a year. Okay, so if it's a trend, like it's a movement, you have to describe the movement. It went up, it went down, it increased, it decreased, and you have to say in which year. Okay, then if it's comparative, this one is called comparative when it doesn't have a year. If it's a comparative, then you have to compare, or you have to make a list of something, make a how do you say it? Make a list of something from the most important or most popular to the least popular. You have to make a list. So top 1 was this, and the second one was this, the third one was this, and the least popular was this. That's all you have to do. All of this, in these 2 graphs, it has templates. Okay, what is a template? Template is something you can use. It's like you have to move, you have to change just one word, and it can be used in any type of graph. Okay, for example, here we have a template for introduction. Here, this is a template. You can use one of these templates. This is one template. This is the second template. You can use this one or this one. It's up to you. And you have to say from which year to which year and what was happening there. And it goes always like this. The graph shows information about how many people visited Australia, or how many products were sold by different countries, or how much coffee was produced in Argentina, for example, or I don't know, in Africa, for example, over an 8-year period, and so on. Okay, you can just look at this introduction, and then you can use this introduction in your writing. So you have to start writing. You don't have actually in writing task 1, you don't have time to sit and think about it. You have to start writing immediately because you don't have much time, right? So in order to start writing immediately, you have to use these templates. You have to know what to write. So what I would recommend you to do for today, I will not explain everything. I will explain only one thing so that you would practice it and come tomorrow. Okay? Take this template. Also, in my Telegram channel, you will have different types of graphs with the information here. So use this information and use this template in order to write introduction. Try to write 5, 6, or 10 introductions on 10 different graphs. Then tomorrow we will check it. If you can do it, then we can move on to another part. Okay, I will not explain the whole part of how to write it. It's too much information for you. You will not be able to do it immediately. First, just start with the introduction, okay? And don't worry. You will have time. Okay. What else? About writing task 2 I will explain maybe later, not today. Okay? You got it? I hope you have screenshotted, or you have taken this information, because it's very important information for you. Okay. Okay, let's look at your questions. What other questions do you have? Okay, just a second. Okay, alright, just do the practice. It will help you, believe me, it will help you. If you can do 10 introductions, we can move to another, to the second part. It has several parts. They are easy. Actually, if you divide it part after part, it's very easy. But if you try to do it one essay, like immediately from the very beginning, it will be very difficult. Okay, so that's why I'm not giving other information. I will give you only information about introduction. What else? Trello asks a question. What do you think about the new changes in IELTS? These new aspects makes exam more difficult or not? Actually, no. I don't think that it makes it difficult. There aren't many changes actually. I've been taking IELTS since 2012. It's been 14 years since I've been taking IELTS and preparing for IELTS. And I would say that in these 12 years, in these 14 years, nothing has changed dramatically. There wasn't like any changes that would be like a complete change. So you can prepare with all the materials. For example, sometimes I use the books which were written 10 years ago. They are still going on. They are still applicable. You can use those information. Okay. And for other people, if you want to prepare for the IELTS, I would recommend you some of the books that you can use. Okay, let me show you the books. Just a second. Let me show it to you. Okay, and this one, and this one. Okay, let me show you some books that I want you to use. So first book is this book, IELTS Reading Formula. It's a very useful book. If you use it for your reading exercises, that will be really helpful. Okay, it has all strategies. It has all techniques, how to use the reading, how to do the reading, how to find answers, and so on. It has different texts here, you see? Different texts and different questions, types of questions. You can do many exercises here. It has 300 pages. You can do exercises on those all 300 pages. And you will be more than ready for the reading. It has also explanations how to do the reading. See? You can download it from my Telegram channel. Another book that I want to tell you about is this book. It's not leisure time, it's just a topic. Let me just show it to you. The book is called Barons, Essential Words for the IELTS. You can download it also from my Telegram channel. This is also very useful book for your vocabulary. For your vocabulary, for the practice of your vocabulary, practice of listening, practice of speaking. There are many types of exercises. It's divided into different topics. Okay, for example, the unit 1 is all about the nature. Unit 2 is about leisure. Unit 3 is about transportation, culture, health, tourism, business, society, education, and so on. Okay, it has different topics. And for all of these topics, you have different types of vocabulary. So when you finish this book, you will be able to write any type of writing, especially writing task 2. You will be able to write on any topic. And also you will be able to speak on any topic, especially on speaking. Okay? What else? Also, you have this book. If you have some troubles in writing, you can use this book. This is the book that I use. Actually, I use all of these books actually. It's IELTS Advantage Writing Skills. It has all types of writing. Okay, whether it's writing task 1, writing task 2, advantages, disadvantages, like problem solution, and different types of writing task 1. It has all of the things. It has explanation, exercises. Also, very useful is that it has these samples. You can read these samples and learn many words, many collocations, many many academic words. You can learn different structures, how to write it. Okay, you will be able to write any type of writing. Okay, so these 3 books, IELTS Advantage. Then what other book? Barons and IELTS Reading. You can start with these 3 books, your preparation for IELTS. They will be very useful for you. Okay. What else? Okay, Boston. I love learning IELTS. Yeah, I am happy that you love learning IELTS. I also love learning IELTS. Actually, when you start making progress, it will become much easier, and also it will become more interesting for you, so that you will find many different topics that are interesting actually. How much for those books? Those books are actually free. You can download them on my Telegram channel. The link is below. You can find them. You can download it. Why do you ask how much for those books? Like, I'm doing these lessons for free for you guys. Stop asking about money. Lessons are free, books are free, just use it. I share all my knowledge here. The only thing that I would ask you is to share these lessons, share this channel, share my videos. That'll be more useful to me. That'll be your thank you to me, okay, if you give recommendations. What else? Do you have any other questions? Do we have any new people here? For now, I see only four people or 5 people who are active. What about others? Are you just sitting and watching? Don't you have any problems? Or maybe there is a problem with my connection, maybe, I don't know. No problem? I don't know why, but I keep having problems with my internet. What are your plans for today? Are you going to do some practice today? Or have you done practice? I know that Leonard has done some practice. What about others? Have you done your practice? Or I would ask this question. How are you preparing? What exactly you do to prepare for IELTS? Like watch videos, listen to podcasts, reading some books, doing some practice, going to Engnovate and do the practice. Learn some strategies. Maybe you want me to tell you about strategies. No? Let me tell you one strategy for speaking. Okay, so in speaking, especially part 1, you will ask different types of questions. Like they are general questions. You can answer them like yes or no. And also those topics, like different topics. There are different topics like about watches, about weather, about sports, different activities, and so on. Like there are many topics. One of the strategies to answer those questions, first of all, you have to answer the question. For example, if it says, what's your favorite weather? You have to say, what is your favorite weather? Start with this. Okay? You can say, my favorite weather is sunny. When it's sunny or when it's raining. Then, second sentence should be, why? Why is it your favorite weather? Number 3, you can give some examples. That's all. And you have answered the question. Yeah, my video sometimes freezes, but as long as you hear me, that's okay. If you can hear me, that's okay. Don't worry about the video. I'm not that beautiful to watch me on the video. If you can hear me, that's enough. So this is a strategy for speaking. Answer the question, explain why, give an example. That's all. You have answered the question. Okay, you can get 6 or 7 or maybe 8. I don't know. My Wi-Fi is lagging. Why is that? Why my Wi-Fi is not working? I wish I had a better Wi-Fi. Okay, do you have any other questions? No, not really. So I hope that today's lesson will be a bit short, right? What about part 2, when you have 2 minutes for monologue? Okay, let's talk about it. When you have a monologue for 2 minutes, you will be given a paper. Okay, so let me just show it to you. I will show you the task. Probably you know about the task, right? Let's take a look. Just a second. Okay. Let me show it to you. So, this is a type of question you will get on speaking part 2. You see? Describe a wedding you attended. So you have to talk about the wedding that you have gone to, that you have attended, right? You should say this one. You should say when. You should say who. You should say what people did and explain why you want to talk about this wedding. Okay, so you have 4 things to talk about. Each of these 4 things can be talked about in 3 sentences. So overall you should have 12, 13 or 15 sentences per 3 or 4 sentences for each of these parts. Okay, so what can you say about it? When you're talking, you have to say, so you can just follow this plan. That'll be much easier for you. And this this paper will be in front of you when you're talking. Then, so let's say you're talking about the wedding. First, you should say whose wedding was this, like, how would you say it? What wedding? It was wedding of my brother and someone and so on. And then you should say when was it? It was. Okay, so you should say here. Here strategy is a bit different because you have to say when was it, then you have to add some details. And you can say about it in 2 or 3 sentences. Like 2 sentences will be enough, but there are some questions that you can answer in 3 sentences. For example, the question when you went to this wedding can be answered in 2 sentences. You have to say when was this, like it was last summer, and also you can add some details. It was last summer in August. At that time, I had a vacation and I had time to go to the wedding because I was invited to. Okay, 2 sentences. Then who the new couple was? So the couple was my brother and his classmate. They were, and you start adding details. It was his girlfriend, which he met at school when they were little kids, and they have been together for about 10 years now, and they decided to marry each other. Okay, you can make it up. I'm just making it up. I haven't attended any wedding. You're just making it up. Then, what people did at this wedding. So here, you can, how to say it, you can add even more details. You don't have to say in 3 sentences, you can say 4 sentences. So at the wedding, people were drinking and dancing. After that, we went ta-ta-ta. So you can do it just chronologically. You can say that we arrived at the mountain resort. There were many people from their classmates, and then we went to photo shoot. After the photo shoot, we went to a restaurant to celebrate it. After the restaurant, after the main celebration was over, we all went to the dance floor and danced until the morning. And in the morning, we went to see the sunrise in the mountain resort. It was very beautiful. Okay, you can go chronologically. Why you want to talk about this wedding? So this wedding was memorable because blah 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 blah. Again, 3 sentences and you will be finished. You will have about 1.5 minutes of speech. Don't prepare for 2 minutes, because most of the time, if you are speaking normally, and if you are speaking in a good English and they see that your English is good, they don't need any other words to, they understood that you have a good English, then they can stop you after 1.5 minutes. They will not wait for 2 minutes. You can prepare for 2 minutes, but generally you can prepare for 1.5 minutes, and then after 1.5 minutes they will stop you. If they don't stop you, you can just keep going. Okay? So the strategy is simple. Follow the structure, answer the question, add some details. That's all. Follow the structure, answer the question, add some details. You can go chronologically. If it asks you to tell what happened there, you can go chronologically. So first we went there, blah blah blah. Second, and after that we did this, and then we did this, and then we did this. It can go chronologically, so don't worry about it. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? What other questions you have? So this is speaking part 2. If you want to practice your speaking, actually we can do it tomorrow. You can write your answers here. I will ask the question and answer the question myself, and then you can answer the same question on the chat, and I will read your answers and I will assess your answers. I will give you the mark. I will tell what is good in your answer and what is wrong in your answer. We can practice like that. We have done this kind of practice 2 days ago, I guess. As I remember, it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I don't remember. It was recently. Do you have anything else to ask? No? So we have many new people here. Can you tell me about yourselves? I want to know you. I want to know more about you. So we see that we have a person from, where was this person? From Nepal. And one person from Italy, I guess. Leonard, I don't know where he's from. Nordaulet is local, I guess. He's from Kazakhstan. And about others, where are you from, guys? Tell me a little bit about yourselves. Can you hear me at all? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Because I think that there is something wrong with the connection. Because it shows here that there is a problem with the connection. I don't know why. No? Nothing? Today was a kind of lazy lesson. I understand. Why is this kind of a lazy lesson? Because today is a weekend, tomorrow also is a weekend, and probably tomorrow we will have even less people. What do you think, guys? I think nobody is watching it. Why do I think so? So, I guess that's it for today. I was really happy to see you. I'm really happy to see our new students here. You're welcome. Also, if you have any other new students, I'm always happy to see you here. We can do some practice tomorrow. I will advise you to do some practice today and prepare something for tomorrow that I can check it tomorrow and give you some feedback, okay? In short, I must use my past to explain some aspects, present for actual info, and future about my plans to describe all and reply some answers for the point in card. Yeah. Yes.